All right, now they can hear me, but now they can also hear
No,
you.
they can't hear me. Can hear me now too.
And now I have to
Whee!
turn off the other you so that I only talk to the time delayed you. It's great. It's great. Hi, everybody.
That seems like a lot of effort. Hi.
All right. All right. Hello,
How are you,
everyone.
Dave?
We're here and alive. Hi, all of us. Ugh, God. Another week, another dollar.
Hi.
That's my compensation for this stream. It's $1 a week. It's my
But
favorite
you're
joke.
completely vaccinated now.
So, yes, that's my big news. Big news of the week. Big news of the week. Got my second Pfizer shot, and I am as vaxxed as vax can be. I don't feel much different. Uh,
No, you must feel more confident, right?
not yet.
Really?
Well, it takes 2 weeks.
Really?
It takes 2 weeks for it to become full power.
Fully, yeah.
Yeah, so like I'm still in
But
I'm
you
still in
still
this
some
spot where it's
confidence.
like we got to figure out what's going on. Um,
Well, yeah.
one
But
whole yeah, one whole dollar. So
you're on the path.
maybe YouTube. I'm gonna say another tweet. Yeah, this a break. So I was actually supposed to not get my second shot until next week, but I moved it up because I have Pfizer, so I was able to have it. Like the time range for Pfizer is not the same as the time range for what's it called, Moderna. Moderna's 4 weeks and Pfizer's like 3 weeks. So
Oh.
everyone talked about side effects. I was really nervous. I don't think I had any. My arm is a little sore from having an injection. Maybe got a little
So it's
sore
like
than
someone
usual.
stabbed a needle in you.
It got more sore than it did the first time, either because they managed to nail exactly
Oh.
the right spot. I don't know. It was sore. I was a little tired that day. I went to bed a little early.
Yeah,
I was
too
like, I
bad. We
feel a
have
little
to wait
tired,
3 months.
but that was it for
Oh.
me. Wait, you have to wait 3 months?
Yeah. Yeah, we wait 12 weeks between our shots. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's not insane. Many things that Britain and my government do are insane. This one
Mm-hmm.
wasn't insane. The idea was that if they can get 50% of the population with 65 to 75% um, immunity, that would be better than 25% with full immunity. See what I mean?
I do see what they're saying, and that does make some sense. There was another interesting fact.
It seems to have worked, actually. It does seem to have worked. I mean, our numbers are just down, down, down. So,
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at our numbers. I haven't looked in a bit, so let me take a peek. All right, we continue to go down. Oh
and
my god, New York's continuing to drop. Drop, 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 drop. We're down to 3,800 new cases. Um, the problem is I'm still a little worried because if you look back in time at the first big spike we had here, April into May was when everything plummeted down, and then over summer everything was like nothing. No, this isn't really a worry, but I'm still wondering how to attribute this because I still think that summertime weather is worse for spread. I think people being outside more, not inside more, is safer for them. And so I think we will see a plummet over the summer regardless. Now, I'm not claiming the vaccination is not effective, but it's hard in my mind. It's hard to separate how effective is vaccination from how effective might this weather change be, and I don't know if I have a clear picture of either. But it's good to get vaccinated, and you definitely should if you could. Um, yeah,
yeah, I mean, and the stuff that came out of Israel was looking good, and their vaccination program was ahead of ours.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, hospitalizations
yeah,
are
I
down.
mean, we did just buy a bunch of booster shots as well, planning for the winter here.
Hmm.
I presume they're obviously making an assumption that they're going to have to jab people again. Um,
Yeah, that makes sense. But like, I'm very happy to see all of these numbers trending down everywhere except in Colorado and Oregon and Arizona and Kentucky and Kansas and Oklahoma and Utah and New Mexico. Something in common between all these states, huh? Oh, poor Hawaii. But Hawaii's up to 100, 200 cases. That's not that bad. Montana, Idaho, Wyoming. Yeah, all these. Something in common with most of those states that aren't doing so well. Hmm. 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 Hmm.
well,
Hmm.
I don't. I'm not going to be so mean to America because I discovered something horrifying about your country this week.
Oh dear, did you finally read our laws?
No, Tucker fucking Carlson.
Oh,
What the
ha!
flying fuck is that? See, I've never known about this individual until he did some sort of piece about masks. That
Oh, that was the
my
latest
God,
controversial shenanigans. Yeah.
yeah, how people say, oh, he went on a tirade. They often you say Trump went on a tirade. I'm
I
like,
thought it was a tirade. Is it a
that wasn't
tirade
really
or
a
a
tirade.
tirade? What's a tirade?
I think think you'd say both.
All right.
But like,
That's cool.
he went. I would have said Trump was more of a ranter.
Well, Trump
There was no real goal
never,
to it. He was
yeah,
just, he was
never
just saying
really.
words.
Trump was like a crazy grandpa type who would just like babble from thing to thing, like it was just constant drivel.
Yeah, but so I would say that Hitler was a good impression of what a tirade was. That's a good image of a
That's
tirade.
hot take.
But Tucker Carlson, fuck me, that was a tirade. I have never heard such fucking bullshit in my life. And I really have a very low opinion of Rupert Murdoch. But wow, I didn't think it was that bad. I mean,
short vowels for bad.
I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe people, but he's got like it. It really just hit the, like, usually we don't see it in the UK, right? Because I think after Fox News did that thing where apparently Birmingham was a Muslim-only zone.
Ooh.
I know, it was like they put it on the TV and I was like, wait, what? And I was like, Birmingham? Like, I'd never, honestly, and they had like this person with a British accent, yeah, no white person can enter Birmingham at all. I'm like, wait, what? Did anyone tell
true?
Birmingham this?
Yeah, what?
No!
I would imagine white people are still like 90% of Birmingham.
Yeah, do you know what? You don't go to Birmingham for many reasons, and none of them have to do with Muslims.
For the record, for people to be clear, just so people don't think I sound like an idiot, this is Birmingham in the UK, not Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah.
Which is a different place with probably
Birmingham
different
in the
local
UK,
problems.
Like, yeah, I honestly, I've been to Birmingham. It's a pretty regular British city, a bit shit. Was obviously bombed during the war, and they've thrown shit up. Anyway. So that was the thing about Fox News, and everyone was like, that's not a real news channel. We don't really show it here. I don't think it's actually legal to show Fox News in the UK for some weird reason.
Oh, that's a great thing.
Anyway,
that's an amazing law.
I know.
Hold on. Do we want to, while we talk about this, do we want to...
Oh yeah, I've already started streaming. So
okay, let me get you set while you talk. I'm sorry. Pray continue.
Yeah. So then he obviously did this, he did this little section, it's only about 5 minutes maybe, about mask wearing, and how it was really it's scary. To me, it scares me because I can see what he's doing that is better than what anyone on the opposite side of the political boundary does, in that he sees that people are afraid, and rather than saying to them, oh, don't be stupid, you don't have to be afraid of that, he says, no, you should be afraid of that, you are right. He validates that fear, and then he gives them the answer. In this, he must have a psychologist working with him, like the tempo, the words he uses, it's all very convincing. It's like, you must do this, and then, because it is true. And, it's I can see how it'd be very reassuring to people. Anyway, this little bit that he went on was about how you shouldn't wear masks outside. I mean, we don't tend to wear masks outside here in the UK either, but, you see people walking around in masks. I wouldn't think anything of it. And that if they're wearing a mask, now, like, they're mentally unwell, and that you should harass them for wearing a mask. And then there was some other weird thing, whereas, like, if you see a kid wearing a mask, you must call Child Protective Services. And I was like, so basically all you're doing is telling people who, for whatever reason, want to wear a mask, they should then be harassed on the street.
No, that's not what you're telling them. No one who wants to wear a mask is watching Tucker Carlson.
No, sorry, but no, the people the maskless people, the people who hate the masks, are being told by Tucker Carlson that they should harass the mask wearers.
Yes.
But,
yeah, of course.
Why?
Because they're being told that they're right.
But what I don't understand is the same people who are like, you have the right to bear arms, you should be like, do what you want, blah, blah, blah.
No. You're already wrong.
Sorry.
Because you're applying logic to it. It's not about logic, and it's never been about logic. The point of all of this is to tell the angry people that they're right. Sorry, I am getting our stream ready here. Now we can be upset about this while waiting for Mahjong.
Okay, I'm going to cue in Mahjong people, so I am.
Yes.
If
Okay,
you do want to jump in, you can jump in now.
This is the tried and true. First of all, he does. I don't know if he has psychologists on the show, but several of his writers were outed for being literal Nazis.
Okay, well, you mean someone studying the right things to say and do.
Of course, but they've been studying it for years. This has come out of right-wing AM talk radio. The entire the litany is it's very much the 15 minutes hate.
I would say it's too far from right wing now. It's not even right wing anymore.
It's what we call right wing.
Okay, you can call it right wing. I mean, there are plenty of people on the right side of politics that I can have reasonable discussions with, and by the terminology I would use,
as an American at least, that is right-wing politics. Now, I
See, to me,
understand
it's so
that there
extreme.
is
It's
a
so
world.
extreme. It's beyond that.
Yes, I understand there's a world in which things that are called right-wing are what we would call left-leaning at this point. Because
That's
literally anything that's not right-wing dogma is billed as radical communism. Anything. Anything. So, again, this is an American perspective, totally acknowledged, but that is what right-wing politics is. When you hear any American claiming they are right-leaning, that is what they are leaning towards. Know that they are crazy, and know that they should not be spoken to.
But he also came out with the statistic that 60% of liberals are mentally unwell. And
It doesn't matter.
He quoted this as if a study had been done and as if this was true. And I was like, oh my God, I think I've heard that before. That's right. I'm pretty sure Goebbels said that shit.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Now maybe that's like a raw, visceral reaction from a European.
No, it's exactly the same thing. What you have to remember is the audience for this does not care if it's true or not. They do not in any way care.
Tucker Carlson's going to get stormtroopers out there to like rip masks off the stinking liberals' faces?
Well, no, because the thing that makes it different this time around, which I find very interesting, is that all these people are grifters, not true believers. Tucker Carlson is getting a big fat paycheck from Rupert Murdoch to go on TV and play Goebbels. If some people listen to him and believe him, he kind of, I don't think, cares very much because he's getting paid. Think about that. Think about how pathetic that is. We don't even have Nazis who think it's cool to be Nazis anymore. We have Nazis who are like, yeah, man, I'm just doing this for the check. We have workaday Nazis.
I was really horrified though. Like, I don't like wearing a mask. It's not like I'm not a big fan of wearing a mask. But, I've spent a lot of time in Japan and mask wearing is pretty normal there. It's not, and if I felt unwell, I would put a mask on my face and I quite enjoy it. Top tip is to put like a menthol sweet in your mouth with the mask on. It creates this beautiful like little
move the game over
Dutch,
a tiny bit so
Dutch oven.
People's hands. Dutch oven. A menthol Dutch oven is like the good.
A menthol Dutch oven.
Maybe we can call that the real Dutch oven, honestly, because that's a nicer thing to say about Dutch people. They like nice smelling.
Yeah. No, it's really, really nice. If you've got a little bit of block now, especially like I get allergies as well at some times of the year, and I'm like, oh my God, do you know what's going to be so good? I can just put a face mask over my allergies now that it's socially acceptable. Yes,
and I like it. For the record, I like Dutch people. I met a lot of very nice Dutch people, so I'd rather their Dutch oven be. Oh, you're dragons. I'd rather their Dutch oven be nice.
Well, there's when you go Dutch and you half the price of your meal. That's a nice thing as well.
Yeah, that's a very courteous thing.
That's very very egalitarian. So that's awesome.
And an actual Dutch oven cooking implement is also very useful and can make very tasty meals.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things we said Dutch. Double Dutch is not.
Double Dutch is like a type of jump rope, which I don't think is either good or bad.
Oh, really? We don't. Double Dutch we say about like if the language is really difficult to understand. Oh, really? They're speaking double Dutch, yeah.
Oh, maybe we say that because the jump roping's more difficult because there's two ropes. Maybe that's like a weird. I have no idea. I have no idea where the origin of the term double Dutch jump rope comes from. There's also, I think the Dutch chocolate is generally considered a tasty, good chocolate.
Really? Dutch chocolate? I wouldn't have picked Dutch
It's one of the words we put into our food. You know how sometimes they'll be like, oh, it could be just asparagus, but instead we're going to call it like heirloom farm-raised asparagus to make it sound better. I feel like Dutch chocolate is a word we put in front of chocolate to make it sound like better than it is necessarily. I don't know, but we like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, we're gonna go for Pinfu here. We're gonna ditch the chain so we can get our Pinfu.
Yeah. Pinfu Tanya maybe.
Pinfu Tanya Ipeko.
Yeah.
The Dutch often say Ipeko.
Anyway, so yeah, that was my week, and that I discovered Tucker Carlson. Tucker, what kind of name is Tucker? It's the most American thing I've ever heard in my life.
He used to be on Crossfire a long time ago, and that was a show where there's an episode where Jon Stewart goes on that show, and they're like, "Oh, hi, we're gonna have an interview with you," and he literally
stop. Who's Jon Stewart?
Jon Stewart's the guy to The Daily Show for a long time.
Right.
And then was like, I can't do this anymore because American politics is too much of the worst. And they had him on the show, and they're like, let's talk to you about your comedy news show. And he literally just sat there and be like, stop ruining this country. He literally said that, like, please stop ruining this country. I never really
got Daily Show because I didn't realize that. Oh, look, there you go. I didn't realize that.
Would you reach it?
Jon Stewart was trying to be a parody.
Oh, yeah.
I find it very, and there's the same thing with Tucker Carlson. I had to check with some people. I was like, this isn't a parody, is it? Like, I have to double check that it's not a joke because I find sometimes it's quite difficult to pick up if it's real or a joke.
Was this the better way? It locks in the Pinfu, and there's 3 9-mans dead, so the Tanya's pretty much guaranteed. Oh, all 9-mans are dead. I'm sorry. Tanya's guaranteed if you win
Yeah.
it. So that's cool. But you could have had the
You had a
8
three six
3 6
eight
8
weight.
weight, which would have been a
Yeah.
wider weight, but no Pinfu. And I guess it's early in the game, so it's kind of like maybe just go for. Oh well,
Yeah, I was really kind of counting that it would be Itsumo, Pinfu, Tanya, Ipe, or
or maybe a flip. Yeah,
maybe
yeah. I think
that
there's
was.
merit to that.
I was aiming for something higher because I didn't seem like
Yeah.
any of my weight should be a sneaky weight.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh, this is not bueno. I guess if
anyway,
you want to
so
go for
I might
Cheeto, not
watch
Cheeto,
Tucker
13.
Carlson a little bit more so that I can
Please
understand
don't.
how to
Please
talk.
don't ever. Please don't. You don't need to understand the people who watch Tucker Carlson.
It
This is
was
the
it was
mistake that everyone's made. You don't need to understand
I
them.
don't know, but it's the way he would he'd keep this tempo up, and then he would end with because it's true, like this kind of period to the whole rant
Yes.
tirade,
Yes.
and it was really fascinating to me, like that he managed to use verbal punctuation to really take his audience through this kind of what I would say was a fairly crazy journey through a garden of insanity. However, the way he expressed it was quite kind of coherent in a terrifying manner. So
Your 13 orphans' dreams are just being displayed in front of you.
it's not. I mean, oh fuck.
Just wait. Just wait. Oh, hey, look at that.
I could get Nagashi manga.
You could.
Anyway,
If you play a
I've got
13
1, 2,
orphans
3,
into a
4,
Nagashi
5,
manga, that'd be
6.
amazing.
I don't think I'm gonna get 13 orphans though.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is not looking great though.
It's a rough deal here. I guess now we're just along for the ride to see what we get. Itsu could happen. Here's another orphan though. That's good.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm not getting 13. Like, there's no red dragon in there.
Yeah, just wait for it. You'll get it.
I am a little bit tempted to try for Nagashi manga.
I mean, it's a safe way to play right now. The 9-man's almost
Yeah.
definitely safe, so I could roll with that. Ugh, a red 5. That's the worst. Now you're stuck with that forever.
Is Tucker Carlson married?
I have no idea. But I
Do you
continue
know?
to
I mean,
advise
is
you.
it for you?
Are you
Is it
sure you want
just-
the 1-so? The
No.
Riichi tile was a 2-so.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm gonna fold it.
And the
Oh, no.
9-so is now probably fine. Probably.
Yeah, let's do the 9 so. Yeah, so like, is it the same for you guys that like do you have the word tuck for like snacks?
No.
Oh, okay, that's what it reminds me of. Like tuck, you have like a tuck shop where you get your snacks and then you eat tuck snacks. I don't know.
No, we don't.
Kind of okay. So every time I hear the word tucker, all I can think of is someone
eating a lot.
snacks.
Okay. Someone who is tucking.
Yeah, I don't know, like tucking in. You know, it's the
Yeah.
same
No, don't.
etymology.
You don't need to understand the audience because the audience is, and I say this because it's true. The audience is people who are literally radicalized. They are radicalized.
I mean, I obviously, Fox News obviously lost it for me when they told me that Birmingham was a no-go zone.
But if you're sitting there being like, I don't understand how people accept this, it's because they are radicalized. This is their daily reinforcement of their own beliefs.
I can see why people believe it because of the way he's expressing it. It's very clever. It's very clever.
Insane. It's
No, but it's very clever. It's very clever. I can't deny it's very clever. If I could speak like that, then more people would be playing Mahjong.
Not for
That's
the
my
right
hypothesis.
reasons.
Does it matter? Does it matter?
Is it Cheetoy time?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you had 4 pairs.
Yeah, but I've got 2 Dora,
Yeah.
so I'm going to call it through.
Are you going to call with a tune? All right, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm going to call this one through. Because I'm going to call it, I'm going to cut this 9-8 because the 9-8 obviously,
The least callable
calling
set.
7. Yeah, and I can call the 2-man as
You can
well.
even call the door, to be honest.
Yeah, I can call it. So if you're calling,
strong
keeping
calling
those
power.
smarter. Yeah, exactly. Once you've embraced
Also, that
that
9-so is very 9-so and 1-man are fairly ripe to come out from people. So like,
Troll says watching too much Fox News is bad. It's not
yeah.
really a news channel, right? I mean, maybe that's why it's not allowed to be broadcast in the UK. Because
Well-
I'm not sure we're allowed to call it news or something.
Wait, you didn't call?
No, not that one.
Why
Maybe
not?
I should.
Yeah, why? Why are you calling? You're calling. It's time.
I don't know. I feel like calling a central one because now people are going to think that I'm going for a flush.
I see.
But my grand plan is looking a little shit now. I've drawn another one. Yeah, they're officially an entertainment channel. And I think maybe we're not allowed to have entertainment channels that call themselves news.
They have a news component, and their news side of the house is like occasionally decent. But the problem is that they put on a very small segment of news and then a large segment of what they call entertainment, which are all these ridiculous personalities, these talking heads.
So I don't think we're allowed to, muddy the waters like that here. We've got some funny rules, for example, in that any footage of the House of Commons, for example, is not allowed to be shown outside of a news context, so that you're not allowed to use it for comedy shows even.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so things like John Oliver, who I know you guys love for some reason.
We do like him. It's because he has your accent.
Yeah, and I don't understand because he is not funny or popular here. Anyway, I'm glad he's found his way there. That's wonderful. He's found his niche. But every time he does a bit on Britain, and he includes footage from the House of Commons or whatever, because it's hilarious. It is hilarious. Our politics is fucking ridiculous.
It's a little funny.
It's funny. We know gold sticks, ridiculous rituals. Anyway, we're not allowed to show those segments of John Oliver because.
Oh, you did it. Chundora Dora.
Yeah, I think my great plan to try and fake it into looking like a flush would have worked better if I hadn't drawn that 5 men.
It was a little undermined, but it's all right. You got yourself up into second place pretty decently solidly.
Yeah.
28k, 4k behind first place, but that's okay.
Hello. Do we start with a can? Is that how we open?
I think that's maybe.
I don't know, man. I mean, I guess the thing is, then everyone knows, right?
Yeah, no, keep it secret for a bit.
At least until I finalized.
You have a little bit of crap to get rid of first, so you can just do that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's an end of the suit. So, but yeah, I'm giving a lot of information, I guess, by canning.
Ooh.
I don't know LWT.
Last week tonight, I believe. It's a show here. He does a good job of explaining some of the more complicated issues as to like what matters in those issues and why.
Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff about American things that I found really interesting. Like not from the comic view, but shining a light on stuff I never knew about.
I think he does a good job using his platform to like explain certain things. Again, most people might not know about them or might not understand them. He explains them in a fairly clear and fairly accurate way, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, aren't I?
I think it's time.
Yeah, I can't can it straight away because you can't can after a call like that. So I have to wait for my next go.
I know. We should change that.
Should change the rules.
Make it better.
I'm never quite sure why that's the way it is, but hey ho.
Yeah. It's all right. We'll live.
I've watched
hey,
stuff.
Nice new Dora.
I have a great hand for Bloodshed Skirmish. Yeah, so I know it's Citron Bloody, but yeah, they put Citron Bloody into Mahjong Soul, and people seem to be enjoying it because it's good fun.
You have a great hand now because you have so many Dora.
Yes.
And so many things.
Wow, I could have more Dora.
You could, and maybe you'll get more Dora if that one pin ends up flopping out of anyone else's hand.
Yeah.
I want.
So yeah, and after I don't have any way that I can tie my conversation about Tucker Carlson into Mahjong like I managed to do with European Super League there.
Maybe I wouldn't. I might have thrown that 8 mon.
Really? But I can call a 7 and be ready.
Yeah, but you call a 7 anyway and be ready if you kept the 4 so.
I suppose so.
Well, at least that reaches of a tile that it's very safe now. But now,
and now I've definitely opened because now I can get 4 or the 7. Oh no. Oh no.
It's probably the 9 is the safest thing you got.
I feel like the 3 probably feels better. There's 3 2s out already. Oh, I let time out. Shit. The 3 was safe.
It's fine. The 9 was fine because the 3 they could have a 4-5 and then you're enabling them to win with Dora.
I know, but at least they can't have a 1-2.
That's true. Oh, now there's 2 reaches on the table. Oh, now you got to get rid of that 8. You just got to go for it. I say just go for it. If it's all death, you might as well play it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you made it. It's a 1 pin and a 6 man. This is.
play
It's
mahjong.
Chin door 4.
Sorry, everyone on this table. I hate me too.
Chin door 4. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Catapulting you into first place.
And I had a great hand for Riichi as well, not just Sichuan Bloody.
That was... You are a fortunate person, and I appreciate you. That was pretty intense. Pretty intensely fortunate.
So I did start preparing a presentation actually for all of you, and then I failed to complete on it because I got myself tied up into knots about, and I think I mentioned this last week about how your tile efficiency is actually affected about whether you want to make a open hand.
Okay. When we were talking about this a little earlier, how like shapes you want to keep for calling versus shapes you want to keep for completing by drawing yourself.
Exactly. Like if you're going to draw by yourself, you want to keep shapes that you can upgrade a lot of the time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas if you're calling, then having these pairs is often better because you can call from anyone on the board, right?
Masha Bark was going to ask you would Queen Obashi if you had to discard a dangerous 6-minute.
Queen Obashi? Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that would mean to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand the question, but I might be being an idiot. Could call. Just to show how much I.
It means you cheat 2, 4, 5, 7 man from 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
No, I wouldn't.
To swap weights.
No.
Oh, to swap to the. Okay, I see.
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't fiddled around like that.
This hand is looking pretty good, though.
Is-ish. I mean, I'm going to call it now.
Yeah, you can easily call out the Tanya door 2 or 3 if you get the 7.
But, now I've actually lost my chance for a 3-sided weight, which is kind of... I said no, I wouldn't have been 3-sided. No, I haven't lost anything. I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah. It's unpleasant, but I see why that had to happen. I don't like it. You need that Dora. Get the Dora. Someone discard the Dora. I
hate this much because if I call the 7-pin, then I get that Dora absorbed as well. So then it becomes 3 Dora Tanya. Yeah, even better.
So like,
this is still a strong hand to call.
Yeah.
Arrow people. Oh, it's like arrow, like sexy people. You're all sexy. Ooh,
arrow
to me.
people.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. That was
my nickname.
That was cute.
That was not my nickname.
I know, Pez, you missed my rant about Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, you missed it.
I won't repeat it.
Don't. It's real. Oh, God. I mean, it's correct.
I mean, oh, perfect. Yeah,
Nice.
Every now and then you like discover something about America, and you're like, oh wow.
Our country is a teetering pile of garbage that's also on fire.
I didn't want to say that.
But... It's all right. I'll say it. Because it's true.
Do you know what really actually genuinely scares me? Like, there's a lot of people in this country worried about immigration and, how is this going to affect British culture? And, I'm not going to say that not their views aren't entirely valid. Some of their views are valid. But my greater fear would be the Americanization of Britain. Because
we got to win.
I feel like that's a much more, it's much more of a... It happens, and we don't realize it's happening, we don't realize we're becoming more and more American because they kind of look like us, they kind of sound like us.
I mean, to some degree, I feel like it happens everywhere just because American culture is always on this huge megaphone, just because,
Yeah, but for other cultures, it comes in and they know that it's American because they're speaking different languages, whereas for us, it's coming in and we're not really being able to identify, well, this is an American import rather than a British.
I see how that makes it a little more complicated, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Each on 10 already. It's fine.
I know, right? And I'd like to say that I'm really talented at Mahjong, but I would be lying.
You're really good at drawing tiles. That's what you do.
I am really good at drawing tiles. Yeah, I find stuff like, I've got friends now who have adopted QAnon, and I still don't understand why.
Because they're sad and alone, and they like hanging out. No, I'm sorry to your friends, but this is what it is. Yeah, they like hanging out on the internet with a bunch of people who are all hype about something with them.
Yeah, but they don't exactly. American politics doesn't. It doesn't matter what happens in America. It doesn't affect them at all. But they're obsessed with QAnon. And even I'm not going to talk down to Black Lives Matter in the UK, but I do think that adopting some of the tactics and concepts and themes of America into the Black Lives Matter movement in the UK is actually detrimental to the movement here.
Well, I don't. I would
Because
say
our
that I
police
just
don't carry guns.
know.
Don't
Like I
carry
don't. I
guns.
don't know much about what race conflict looks like in the UK. In other words, I feel like it's got to be different in different places. There's different histories. There's different things going on.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I mean, and I think there's a massive difference in, and anyone can correct me if you have understanding. You know, I come from a white background experience. I'm not going to lie, but you know, the fact is, you know, America, people were forcibly brought over to America on slave boats.
Sure.
That didn't happen in the UK. It's not the same.
Ooh.
You know, the groups haven't been built in the same way, and I think some of the issues they face are actually more insidious than sometimes, you know, because British people are just.
Well, there's also not the same civil rights legacy, the same struggles, the same Jim Crow. Like, it's different, and I'm not, again, just to be clear and respectful, I'm not saying there are no issues or everything's magically fine in some places, but it's just it's a different history, different people, different problems, and probably requires different conversations to engage with.
Of course, you know, I'm not saying they shouldn't be sharing. I know, right? I'm avoiding this like the plague. I'm not saying that people shouldn't be sharing, you know, experiences and stuff across the waters, but I fear that by adopting wholesale the American conversation, we're not actually helping ourselves here.
You're not getting helped by these discards.
Well, I've got an 8-pin, which is safe. Now the 6 is safe. I'm not. I mean, I don't need to.
Yeah, no,
right?
I'm 6 is safe. Okay, yeah.
Okay, and Dan Olsen's
video on Flat Earth.
On Flat Earth.
You know, this is why you can't get the viewers.
That's why you can't get the viewers.
because we're
ranting too much. Yeah, that's okay. If I wanted to be popular in this world, I probably could have done it, but I'm too fucking lazy.
Yeah, seriously.
Or is it because I'm folding on this hand? Because
it might be because you're folding. I think it's because you're folding. I think it's because of your cowardly mahjong.
My cowardly mahjong. That's true.
I might have done the 2-man first, but that's because I'm still desperately wishing I could save this hand, and maybe that's just dumb.
I'm half thinking about it now. I'm not gonna lie. No.
Double reach.
Silly. No fear into double reach. Yeah.
One big cup of stress.
Emily really does ham it up sometimes, though. no offense to the players. The players obviously are very excellent. And Katsumata, we love Katsumata.
We do love Katsumata.
The IQ of 200 or something.
His mahjong IQ is beyond comprehension.
I know.
He's really great.
But they do ham it up on those games, I think, and I feel like, and I can't tell you for sure, but I feel like it's happened more as M League has progressed. But I'm starting to feel that they're doing stuff that they might not do in their league games, in their, you know, if you watch. I would recommend, if you can, watching A-League, JPL's A-League. And I'm not sure that the kind of stuff that they pull on M-League is the sort of stuff they pull in A-League. That might be partly that it's a different meta and I just don't understand it because I'm not smart enough. Or it could be that, you know, I know what I'm like when I'm playing on a Saturday night with my friends and I'm streaming. And I play up to it. You know, they're like,
oh, yeah, you try some shit.
And I'm like, yeah, man, let's try it, you know?
I don't start every hand in my serious games being like, Chanta time. You might be surprised to hear that. You might be surprised. But I actually do not do that. I wonder if I'll win the New Egg Shuffle today. That'd be great.
What are you talking about, Crazy?
Oh, it's a raffle they do for all their parts because you can't get any parts because of the crypto idiots. So you have to enter a raffle now to hope you can get PC parts. And so I've been entering every day. I've been diligently entering the raffle every day. And I've been losing every day. I get an email saying, you were not selected in the raffle. And I'm just like, I hate you. And it's like, I just want to live in a world where I can pay the money for... Ooh.
I bought 50 quid of Ephraim like 4 years ago, just for shits and giggles.
That's a good hand.
I'm doing pretty well now in life. Not in life, but, you know, doing better than if I hadn't bought 50 quid's worth of Ephraim.
I was going to wait for it all to implode.
I know. Well, I was thinking that I might just take it out now. Like, everyone's like, it's going to go to the moon. And I'm like,
I don't know how people don't
I've got enough now to pay off my PlayStation 5 credit card bills. It's good enough.
It's just a scam. Like, there's no reason any of this technology is necessary at all. I can yell about that forever and I won't. Ooh. We got South. We got Hatzes. Maybe the twos. Oh no, not the twos. Maybe
The
the eight
Dora. Oh,
pin.
it's near the Dora, yeah, and that's not the Dora.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah, yeah. We
yeah.
want. We want. Yeah, I think that 8 pin's the right call there. But we probably don't want to call this hand out yet until we can call both the South and the Hots, and then wait on the 4, 5, 7 pin. That's my play that I would be doing.
Mhm.
That's Mongon right there. That's Mongon right there. That's all we
It could
need.
become a toy.
No, that's greedy to throw out a red 5-4. It won't even gain you any value.
No, I wait on the red 5. The red 5 will be my single weight.
Gemma.
I
All right,
know,
you know what?
I won't.
You know
I
what?
won't.
I'm
I
not gonna.
promise I
I'm not
won't.
gonna talk bad about this. I'm not gonna talk bad about this. I've done worse in my life. I've done worse. I've been more dramatic.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm letting go. I'm passing. I'll call the. I should call that one though.
Yeah, you should.
Wait on
You
the
should.
south. Wait on the south.
Or the 6 pin. You're probably gonna get
Yeah.
the 6 pin, to be honest. A part of him does. A part of me does enjoy it. The problem is the South is probably not gonna come out now that Ziggy Black is almost definitely doing a flush.
Yeah, yeah,
But the 6 pin might well come out.
yeah. Because he's gonna have to throw it. There's no other way he can get out.
If he gets
You
it,
know.
he'll throw it. Other players might throw it because the flush looks more dangerous than what you're doing.
Yeah, I just look like a
You look like you're just calling quick and being like, let's
a
get done with it.
vampire Dora. Yeah.
Yeah. Which,
Yeah.
to be fair, it's Vampire Dora and then another Dora. It's not even that huge, but like,
Yeah, but if I get the south, then
there's a lot of thinking going on.
are we disconnected?
Oh no,
Is that what that red thing means?
I think so. That sucks.
Right,
Oh
I'm
hey,
just gonna,
it's another Dora.
I'm gonna leave my time. As
Oh, okay, yeah,
long
you're gonna
as
do the
possible.
courteous thing. Hi, Chokaiju.
Yeah.
We're talking about mahjong and radicalization and the state of the world. And
No, I want to radicalize people into mahjong. So I've now decided that I'm going to study Tucker Carlson to work out
No,
how to radicalize people into playing mahjong. What if I suddenly accidentally become a QAnon? Oh, I've got a lot of
Please
crazies
don't.
in my life at the moment. It's really very difficult, especially I feel like they're kind of crawling out of the woodwork because of the vaccination program. So one of them was trying to convince me. Sorry, Ziggy, you're
Oh
disconnected.
no,
Awful.
disconnected Ziggy.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
feel good.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah. So my friend, like they were saying that you shouldn't get the vaccine, and they won't want to hang out with me if I get the vaccine because I'll be shedding spike proteins or some such nonsense.
What is that? Are they
I
calling
don't-
you dandruffy?
Yeah, it sounded offensive. Anyway, so and then they were like, "Oh, you can tell if someone." So apparently they believe that John, it doesn't make sense. So I'm not going to try and make it make sense. But like, you can get these, and they were calling them Morgellons. I don't know what they were saying, but like these little fibrous kind of worms that apparently are injected into you through the vaccine. And they were like, you could tell if you've got them because you can do a red wine test. Where you get some red wine and you
Drink a
put
lot
it in
of
your
red
mouth.
wine and see if
No,
it
you
makes
don't drink
sense.
it. So I was already out. When I was told I couldn't swallow the red wine, I was like, "Fuck that!" Anyway, you put the red wine in your mouth, you swirl it around for a few minutes, and then you spit it out. And apparently, you will see these little fibrous things in the red wine. And I'm like, "Wow, you have obviously never puked red wine in your life because that's exactly what happens. That's enzymes."
Yeah, like is that plaque?
Yeah, it's just brush your teeth, mate. I know what you want to say to you.
Yeah, like, can I prove that you are? I'm not allowed to say negative words about people's intelligence. But let's say of low IQ by making like
Do you know what's
a
really
science fair
upsetting?
volcano. Like if you put baking soda and stuff, that'll explode, and that'll prove that you're dumb. Like congratulations, you
this
just
is what's really
described like a
upsetting to
known
me.
process.
Is that by all metrics in society, this friend of mine is far more successful than I am. He earns 6 figures, has a beautiful house, has a beautiful husband, has these children, flies first class, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why, God? Why?
Like
Why these people?
I don't think I'd be able to stop myself from literally saying to someone's face, like, why are you? Oh, that was a door. You threw the door without even thinking.
Well, because I've already lost the 2. I'm not sure I can incorporate it.
Yeah, into that 1, 2, 3 Sanchoku that's like looming in your hand here.
Apart from that, yeah. But I'd already thrown the 2. I should have kept the 2 at that point.
You're
but
just
I was
filled
kind
with
of hoping.
pity for poor Ziggy.
I'm feeling pretty. Yeah, I was hoping that I could kind of just keep it fast. So I was hoping for, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I should really be
Mm.
considering my outs here. Um,
Oh no, Ziggy's back with a vengeance. Well, Ziggy's reconnected, so
I
that's
know.
good.
Yeah, sorry, Ziggy.
Yeah, that
Ziggy,
sucks. No one
that
wants
was
to
really
play
something
punch the
sucks.
disconnected person.
No, that's sucky.
That's not bad actually. This is getting places. But yeah, I feel like someone
So
who
yeah.
said it's like you have just told me that you're dumb, and you didn't just like mention it casually in the way that I, as a friend, might say, "Nah, you're not dumb." You like grabbed me by the lapels and screamed in my face, "I am dumb. I am so dumb." Like I don't
I
know
went to school with
how.
these people.
How do people believe these things that are so crazy? Like, and I've had a lot of conversations with people in the other direction, frankly. People who have been like, anyone who doesn't want to get the vaccine is an idiot, and et cetera, et cetera. And it's like,
Oh yeah, no, I mean I'm not on that scale at
it
all.
is
No, yeah.
unfortunately true in the U.S. specifically that like there are a lot of people that have been very poorly treated by the medical establishment, and so when doctors say things, they
Mm,
say, "I don't know if I trust this doctor because doctors have lied to us in the
mm,
past, and they have good reason
mm.
to feel worried about that." And I do think they're wrong, but like it's not offensively
Their
stupid to
concerns are
me that
valid.
they have concerns.
Yeah,
That they're worried that they're just not
yeah,
being
their
told the
concerns are
truth.
valid. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
their concerns are valid. It's just that the
I
facts
would
that
be
they're
on there.
operating on are not valid
Well,
facts. So
and
they're
these
not.
people, I think, oftentimes the facts they're operating on are the doctors say it's true. I don't know if it's true, but I don't trust the
Mm,
doctors. Now, again, I think they're incorrect
mm.
in this case, but that's not crazy. That's not
Oh
operating on
no,
totally,
yeah.
operating on total bullshit. It's operating on things that I do think are not correct. So, like, there's room for
No,
people
I
to
mean,
have these
but
feelings.
as you said, lots of people have been let down severely but really really poorly by the medical profession.
Oh yeah,
Um,
real bad in this country.
in this
Um,
country too,
worse in this country.
and I think, well, yeah,
Remember our opioid
I think,
crisis?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
real bad.
Yeah, Cheeto Pads. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't have really. This would be a beautiful Yakuman, but I don't have the time to get there.
Wait, what? Sri Lanka?
Yeah, I mean, and I think especially, and I think from my subjective experience, women are definitely being exploited more by the kind of anti-vax movement because of the way women have been treated by the medical profession, which is generally really piss poor. If you ever have any sort of birth control, I mean, those doctors just fucking lie to your face, or they tell you that the stuff you're saying is happening is not true.
Hmm.
And stuff with the vaccines as well. Like I know this probably gross to you all, but
It's
women
gross.
complaining that it's messing up their cycles. I believe them. It doesn't take much to mess up a cycle, but to deny it's happening for the medical establishment to say it's not possible for the vaccines to do that, that's bollocks. Of course it is. Absolute bollocks.
I mean, what you really should say is
It
something like
takes.
"shouldn't be," but then do an actual study.
Oh no, I mean, your cycles can get messed up very
Sure,
easily.
sure,
Like
sure.
a little bit of stress that week, that's it. Your cycles are going to get vaccinated and feeling a bit grotty for a week. Definitely going to mess it up. And most women will say, yeah, having had to take any kind of regular medicine has messed up cycles. I think that's the problem is that they say things that are really common sense untrue, and it just it makes the rest of it sound like, well, can I trust you with the other stuff.
Hmm. Oh dear.
I think the way women are treated by the medical establishment in general is fucking poor.
Ziggy is looking a little scary.
Yeah, Ziggy wants blood right
Yeah,
now,
Ziggy, I don't blame
but they
Ziggy for
can't
wanting
have it. They
blood.
can't. Yeah, they can't have a Yakuman though. They can't have a
They could
Yakuman.
have a Yakuman, but the only
Well,
one they
they
can
could, but
have
they're
is
not
all
gonna have it.
honors, which I'm gonna call a
Yeah, can I get
dubious
away with this
Yakuman.
East? I can get away with this East, right?
Yeah, the vengeance. Yeah, vengeance on the person who took their points.
Henrietta Lacks. Yes, exactly.
Yep,
Exactly.
yep.
That's a great example. Yeah. That's horrifying. And I think there was a Swedish lady as well. Something very similar happened to that lady too. Um, yeah.
Yeah, this is tricky. The 50s. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you look at the opioid epidemic in America, I mean, this is a case where
Mm,
doctors told people, and doctors were financially incentivized to prescribe OxyContin to people, And they were told, oh, it's an opioid. It's just magically not addictive. It's fine. That's what they were told. And this is why there's insane legislation going on, like unprecedented, to attack the Sacklers, which they frankly very much deserve. But yeah, they were telling people, it's not addictive. It's cool. Just take it. Whatever. And they were giving it out like candy.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. This is the medical establishment did this to a huge swath of Americans. I don't blame them for being like, I don't trust what the doctor says. They had to watch their friends and family, get addicted to opioids and ruin their lives for the past 20, 30 years. It's difficult. And
let's not forget handing women speed to reduce their weight. I think I may have done better.
Didn't that start before we knew that these things were so bad? I feel like that's a lot. We had a lot of weird drug use things before we had a full understanding of how not good for us they are across the board.
Yeah, and I think that's true. I just don't think they acted quick enough when people started, and it was your Bush lady, wasn't it? She was addicted to prescription drugs. What's her name? Was it Bush? Reagan? Was it Nancy Reagan? No. One of your first ladies was horribly addicted to prescription drugs.
Handing women speedy, she phones us out.
No. Oh gosh, yes. Oh, that was awful.
Take it.
Formaldehyde.
Why didn't you take it? What?
Betty Ford, thank you.
Betty Ford. Yeah, why didn't you take the 3 to get Tempai?
Because I thought this was going to happen and I'd need safe tiles. But I don't have any safe tiles. So it didn't work out so well for me. Yeah. I don't have to worry too much about throwing into someone.
Not?
I can king make. I can make north second and west third. But I probably can't hurt myself now, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Thalidomide was more recent. There's obviously, all of the, the tampons that they gave, Procter and Gamble gave to women, or they sold them, that killed them.
What?
Yeah, they were. Oh, this is dangerous. I got away with it. Yeah, so they were marketing these tampons as perfectly safe, that you could wear them for overnight, heavy cotton, blah blah blah, and it gave lots of women toxic shock syndrome, and they died.
That's pretty the worst.
And and they knew that they were doing it, and it didn't stop because it was making money. So, yeah. So I think everyone should have a healthy level of skepticism and ask what they're being given to take. I think that is perfectly healthy and normal, and we shouldn't deride people for doing that. However, if you think that there's little worms that are being put into your body and you're shedding spike proteins, that's not how biology works.
That's terrible.
No, I think Betty Ford was addicted to painkillers.
Possibly.
Yeah, that was a ride. I think she was addicted to painkillers. Or opioids. She may have been addicted to opioids.
It might. I'm not sure. I genuinely don't know.
Turn us into crocodiles. Do you know, I think I'd make a good crocodile. I'd enjoy being a crocodile. Okay, I'm going to queue up again.
All right. I believe in you.
Yeah, I'm lost on waiting. I was going to look up Betty Ford.
I'll look up Betty Ford. Hold on. I'll do your
I'll
do your dirty work for you. First Lady of the United States. Wife of President Gerald Ford.
Right.
The Betty Ford Center. Alcoholism and addiction to opioids.
There you go. See, no one is safe from that kind of crap.
She was treated for substance abuse and established the Betty Ford Center for the treatment of chemical dependency.
Free 5G connectivity. Yeah, it was wild, Terrell. It really was.
A big part of the women's movement. Did a lot of things. She underwent quadruple coronary bypass surgery. Jeez, they just rewired her entire heart, and apparently she recovered without complications. She was just like, okay.
I mean, your body's got to be strong if you survive an opioid addiction with alcohol. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
there you go. See, I'm teaching you about your own country. There you go. You know more now.
I've heard of the Betty Ford Clinic before.
Yeah, but now you know Betty Ford was addicted to opioids.
Thank you for entering the New York Shuffle. I have to wait for them to tell me that I have lost and will not be getting any hardware. Oh my! What is this? Why do you have all the? You have all the things.
Do you know what? I really wish. Do you know, I really wish that I could get these kinds of hands in my ranked games, because normally in my ranked games, I get.
It's not even South Round anymore, but who cares? Just call everything.
You want your American president to get best like to get into drugs.
Politics is a rough scene. It's a rough scene.
I don't know. Like, I imagine that you have better handlers to stop you getting addicted to the nasty drugs, you know?
I mean, not necessarily. Especially back then when, like, drinking a lot was just people didn't talk about alcoholism. I mean, I think part of what the Betty Ford Clinic accomplished was to destigmatize a little bit the idea that you might have a problem and need treatment for your problem, and it was, like, okay to say, I have a problem. 456 Sanshoku.
Oh, sorry, imagine this is a ranked game for Final Fantasy. So I was more referring to my ranked games in the professional league, where I get absolute crap. I have nothing to work with.
Don't worry, you should be happy. If you have the bad tiles, that means everyone else has the good tiles, and so they're having a good time.
I know, I'm taking one for the team, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh wow, where's that Gemma? I want to play with her more. She always loses. I'm gonna pawn this one. I don't think I would have done it if it was a few tiles earlier, but we're getting kind of late in the game, and I think I should, need to move something forward here.
Yeah. Because you still have the option to get another 3-so and be happy with many Doras.
Yeah, the Souths are kind of awkward on that one. I could get 456 Sanshoku.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I'm going to switch the Souths out a bit like I switched the Reds out.
Yeah, that's probably a good play. It's probably a good play because it'll just get done. And the Souths have no value to anyway.
No.
You could get 345 Sanshoku. I in fact, encourage you to get 345 Sanshoku. It is likely that 2-3 is going to end up getting kept. And the 5-6 might... Oh, no. Well, the 5 and 6 are very safe now. Yeah, you could... Oh. Okay.
I get rid of the 8-pin, I think. That 5-pin came out quite early.
Why didn't you call... I feel like you're not calling when you super should call.
No, why would I call the 1?
To get 1, 2, 3.
If it was a 4,
and then the 5 and 6 are definitely safe.
No, because I want 3, 4, 5. I'm going to call this, I'm going to throw the 6 that's safe, and I'm going to get my 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Then I got Mangan, and it was worth a risk. Here you go.
Dora
See,
just came out.
Everything I told you was going to happen.
All right.
But now I have nothing safe, and I've now got this 5.
Oh my god. But...
Well, it's too late now.
It passes. It's fine. You did it. That was a rough time.
Joe, I don't pull this kind of bullshit in JPML games, and maybe this is where I'm going wrong. I need to pull the bullshit.
You need to pull the bullshit once in a while, frankly. I find that it just does better if once in a while you do something a little crazy so people don't think you'll never do something crazy.
I just kind of get very that's fine. I kind of get very conscious though that they're gonna see. Oh, they hit their very nice. So I'm just worried that someone's gonna see and then judge me. Like, look at that foreigner playing stupid foreigner mahjong. I want to be that foreigner.
I don't know. I might be. This might be unwise. Oh god, this hand is. Chanta.
Pretend you're playing me, JPML will work.
Honroto.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm tempted by some sort of outsidey hand, especially now that 5-pin has been called.
Yeah.
That makes the 6-pin super not happy. So I'm going to start with that and see how we go.
All right, let's see if we can go Chanta. I mean, this might be me being silly, but I like to mix it up because I like to make sure if I'm playing at a table with people that I think are going to be, it's kind of cool, are going to be actively evaluating me. I want them to not have the clearest picture of what I'm going to do. I like them to have to keep in the back of their mind, he could just be doing something crazy again. which maybe
I
isn't
don't
the
understand.
wisest way
I'm
to
not
play.
sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how smart that kind of play is. I've heard people say it before, and every time I've gone like, does this really trick people like Katsumata? I don't think it does.
The thing is, I think you have to be, or at least I try to be realistic about the level of impact that I'm going to
Mm,
have, because I feel like, yeah, when you're dealing with serious pro players, they can calculate out the value. Like more amateur players having to worry like, oh my god, he might be going for Chanta again. Like a pro player will be like, well, if he goes for Chanta,
mm,
it's one Han, and I just don't care, so whatever, and they'll quickly move past that.
yeah.
So like what I really am trying to do is to not be the player where it's like, I know he's not ready because every time he's ready he does this. He does this. I know he's not
Mm,
doing this because he plays completely orthodox all the time. As long as there's some small
mm.
uncertainty, like probably not, but maybe, I'm still impacting them, but I'm not, I don't have any fantasy that I'm somehow like leaving them confused and terrified. Like almost definitely not. Um, I just don't like being the player where people are
Katsumata
like,
wakes up in like a wakes up in a
in
cold
a
sweat,
cold sweat. It's like, what would Dave be
recalling.
waiting on? Like, no one cares that much, and the pro players have already calculated out those options. But it's like, I just want there to be at least enough of a question mark that it's not like this is settled. Like, I know he's not doing this, and
Mm.
there's some hope. And again, that might not really have much impact at all, but that's my fantasy. This hand has so much potential to be
Yeah, I
worth
feel
one
like
Han.
without the East dropping, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Uh,
I feel someone else has got an East or two, probably two,
yeah, and now you're like
and is
stuck
also
where you
sat
can't get
there.
rid of them either.
Mm.
It's rough
It'd be
times.
nice to pair up one of these, and then even then, it's still not a great. And that's the problem with these outside hands. They're just there. You go.
All right, all
I
right.
think I'm gonna throw the 9-man
Really? Okay.
because the 8-man over there.
There's
White
the
Dragon's
Haku for
just
the
come
first
out.
time.
Through.
The reason I would have kept the 9-man is because it is an edge tile, and so it keeps your Honroto options alive a little bit. Well, your Honroto is pretty much dead now, though, because the 9 pin is done. And you're probably not, and the 1 pin is
Yeah,
done. So you're probably not going to be able to sneak around that.
I kind of hoping that I call the East on the Green Dragon and wait on the White Dragon at this point on a single tile wait. I think it's probably my
That
best
would be
option, but it's just
gutsy,
not
but
enough
kind of
draws.
badass.
Yeah.
This 1 pin is so dead now. It's totally dead. The Tuso's at least safe now.
Imagine being the strong efficiency player for all of a sudden you do a damn.
Poem. Up,
Yeah.
up, up, up. That Tuso, maybe it's time to go. You're so
Yeah, the
close.
1 pin is safe here. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yep. It's Tanya Dora. It's a fast hand.
Yeah, I feel like I wasn't considering the choice I'd made to go for that hand. I don't feel like there was, you
Yeah,
know,
not
just
really
is what
much
it
you could
was.
have
There was,
done.
uh,
You could have kept the 7-8, so you would have 7-8-9, but like, meh.
yeah, that's yeah, retrospect
Yeah, it's easy.
thinking.
It's easy to say that looking back. I like
So
tiles.
this hand, yeah, I don't like this 9-8, but there just doesn't seem anything special here.
No, this is kind of a
I'm not
generic
sure if I
hand. We
can
just,
make anything special.
well, let's think of it positively. We have a lot of leeway to see it develop.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You could get a Dora, which is nice.
We could get a Dora. Could
Always
get
have
some reds.
Dora.
It's ready for reds. Hashtag ready for red.
Hmm.
All right, all
I think
right.
it's twice for 10. Yeah.
456 Sanshoku. It's a bit far.
Yeah.
You have
I mean,
nothing in the mental. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
known for my positive thinking. That was my nickname in college. Positive thinking. That's what they called me.
he's weirdly positive about some things and other things very negative.
Some things that just suck, and then other things are pretty cool. All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna try and make this more valuable.
It's my
I'm gonna,
ranking.
oh, I'm gonna at least move it up to a three-sided
Three-sided
weight. Why
weight.
not?
Yeah. All
I've
right,
got a
all
pair
right.
here. 7, so it's probably my least useful. Oh, look at this. Everything's gone wrong
Oh,
already.
that's not so bad. That's fine.
I'm gonna drop the 7, so it's probably the one that gives me least interesting things to do.
Okay.
Because now if I get the 3-man, I can make the 5 pins my pair over here
Yeah.
instead.
A pessimistic tries to find love. So I try to be a realist, and in the sense where I do have a rule where it's like, oh, okay, you can get rid of that 9 and upgrade this 8, 9. If I'm willing to say some things are bad, I have to be willing to say when things are good. Like I feel like, yeah, if all you ever say is that everything is bad, then you are just a pessimist, and that's not really very helpful. But if you're willing to admit, sometimes something's good, when it's good, then you're keeping yourself in the bounds of
Okay,
reality.
name one thing that was good this week. Tell me one thing that was good.
I got my shot, my second shot. That was great. I had a great time.
Oh, that's true. That was good. That was
Yeah.
good. That was good. Okay.
That was super good.
I'm glad for you.
Yeah, look at
I
that.
want my shot. I want my shot.
Well, come get one. You can get them here so easily.
Well, do you know what? They put it down to 40s now, so I reckon by next week they'll put it down to 35s. So
Are you doing? You're doing AstraZeneca?
My age bracket.
I actually didn't have a bad time
actually,
after the second shot, for the record. I might be lucky, but I didn't. Ooh. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I've got to,
so I'm actually going to speak to the doctor about that as well, because I have had very nasty reactions to vaccines in the past. So I want to just tell them the vaccines I've had nasty reactions to and ask them.
I'm surprised you didn't drop the 2-man.
Yeah.
To keep the call ability to just get to Tanya Odora and be done. I mean, it is kind of a weak hand.
Do I really want to call it? And really, if I call it, I'm going to have to keep going. And I don't think I want to keep going on this. So I don't really see what I've got here. Oh, well, not real last place. It's these 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to ask them anyway and see what would be best for me. They're the medical professionals. Hopefully they know what's good.
But the Sanshoku. It would be nice to get the Sanshoku, but I don't think it's happening.
See,
there we go. See, look how tempo you are.
This is not a reach hand.
No. Might.
Because if I reach, I'm waiting on the Dora or the Dora Suji. Yeah, I see exactly. I missed the Ipeko, and I'm waiting on the and I also missed a Pinfu upgrade, because if I get the 5-man, I can upgrade it to a Pinfu.
Okay, all right, we got upgrades. I'm down with upgrades.
And also, I think that if I reach it, I don't think anyone's going to throw the Dora or the Suji on the Dora.
Probably not, but oh god, player cross is so scary right now.
Yeah. I don't know, there's too many upgrade potentials. You say there's an Ipeko upgrade on the 3 to 6.
There's a bunch of upgrades. And you can still win. It's not like you've locked yourself out of winning. So, like, you can still win whenever you want.
Actually, if I get the 5-man, sorry, that's not only a Pinfu upgrade, that's also a Sanshoku
a potential Sanshoku upgrade. All right. It's not worth ponging just to change around between 4 and 6. That's a little silly. What if you could call the 5-man? All right. Oh, I hate it.
Oh, yeah, I hated that.
Wow, you got it.
I don't think that do you reckon they're doing something flashy over there? I guess they must be,
sure
right?
looks it. Like.
Oh, well, we'll never find out.
Oh, that's all right. It's over. And now you got a door upgrade for not reaching. Yeah, close to round pick. Yeah. Still 3 Han.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there. There was, it's not. Yeah, sure, I could have reached and I'd have had. Oh my god, what's this nonsense?
Another con. Oh my god, you're so conny.
This is not a con situation though, because I could get the A-pin.
You could get the A-pin, yeah. It's at least not right away a con situation. It's worth hanging out and seeing what happens. Jeez.
This is a con and then reach, maybe. That would be exciting.
That would be pretty exciting. I love doing that. It always feels so good to con right into reach. It's one of my few situations where I'm just like, yes. If you con and then say reach, you've done good. That's always good.
Yeah. I was terrified.
It's not always good. The only time it's not good is if, like, the dealer's already in reach or something like that. Like, then it's like, not the worst. You had a reason to do that, but come on, man.
So I've managed to draw the Dora into the most ugly way to.
That wouldn't. Well, but I won't know that until the end of the hand. So, if I'm looking at you across the table and you con and then reach, it's like, okay.
Now it's probably con time, right?
I think it might be con time, yeah.
That didn't help me there. That was useless. Useless.
Why the 4? I feel like you keep doing things that I would not do.
Because the 2's a Dora.
Oh, yeah, that makes some sense.
The 2's a Dora, so
fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Fine.
That makes perfect sense. Although I am screwed for a pair right now.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, you can keep the 4s as the pair.
I made a few poor choices so far. That would be really nice if I could get door 4. I'm not too bad at the moment, though. I am
It's
third,
not impossible. It's not
probably
impossible.
third.
Yeah, stuff going on. Oh,
And I've got the next dealership, so my first dealership's coming.
Go through all my things later. Where's my thing? Here's my thing. Okay, cool. What's gonna happen?
You know what? The vaccine is making me feel, though, that we are actually going to be able to meet up and play Mahjong. That would be so good now.
Oh, the 5-pin's dead now. That's not so bueno.
No, but there is my pair.
Ooh, all right. That is golden. That is golden.
Yeah,
and now, hopefully, we get into Riichi City. Oh, dear. Someone else got to Riichi City. So that's good for them, I guess.
Hey, Mercedes. Yeah, I really want to meet up playing Mahjong.
Come on. Oh, it's the 7. No, I just want this hand to happen. Now I'm very excited for this hand to potentially
Really?
happen.
I'm going to throw this 4-pin into it, but I'm going to have to. Like, it's super dangerous.
You got to do it. There's no other option.
It's very, very... With that 5-pin discard, though, it's so dangerous.
It's fine. It's fine. Look how fine it was. It was so fine there was not even a pause on it.
Yeah,
not
I know, right?
Not
even a fake lag. I'm glad I helped you there. Someone might throw the 5-pin.
Yeah,
there's the 8.
It's
there you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Come on, flip, flip, flip. No, I got nothing.
Nothing.
I got nothing from the flip.
Nothing.
Sucks. Anyway, it's a tasty little mangan.
Wah, wah.
I'm in first now.
Yeah, it does get you up to first, which is pretty nice.
Yeah. So when they don't take the tile that has been called out of your discard pool confusingly, they'll just shade it red. I don't know
they shade it red.
Why.
I feel like that should be an option for the player. Like, I should be able to choose what to do with that, as to whether or not it's kept or left. Like, that's something I feel like you would maybe default to taking the tile because it's what people are used to visually. Mm-hmm. But then maybe let me say, actually, I'd like you to leave it in their pool, but shade it in a certain, like something like that.
Yeah, I just find it very difficult to just scan the board. Because suddenly I see 5 of a particular tile. I'm like, what the hell is going on now?
That's the problem with it. But my challenge is, on the other hand, like, there's definitely been times where you look at the board and you're like, and you don't realize you should be looking at the calls too to remember what's safe or what's been discarded by who. So like, I don't know. I'm all for giving people tools.
What did Mahjong? Oh, true. It took some years to add the door indicator switch. How long do you think that will take? Yeah, I'm amazed that they did the door indicator in. What they. I can't believe that they actually fixed that.
I can't believe they've done this.
Come on, did you think they were going to fix it? No, I thought they were going to fix it. I'm throwing this out because I can get a pair somewhere else, and it's valueless to me. Yes, easy.
Oh, I'd be holding.
I've also got this door here.
Yeah.
Really? I've got this. I think I'm gonna have to end up with a paired door. Wait.
That's gross. Oh, I don't think they'll ever do game replay logs. I don't think they'll do it. It's too much commitment.
I don't think they. Yeah, and surely, like, just even the space to have to do it.
Ooh.
Like, they won't. Like, if they're gonna do anything, they need to give me more inventory space. Because I cannot cope anymore with my inventory space. It's a real problem.
How do we feel about this?
So if you're watching Yoshi P, as I'm sure you do every Saturday.
We know Yoshi P watches us.
Yeah, I know. Oh, God, I'm gonna throw this door.
The door's got to go. Now you have potential Pinfu Tanyao Sanshoku. If you do it right, it could be sick. And those.
Do I call it if the 4 bamboo comes out?
I might, but. Yeah, you're in the lead. It's kind of like, why not? Because that locks in.
I guess I'm east. I think being east probably makes it worth it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Is this what makes people buy more retainers? Yeah. Do you know what? I could risk this.
Yeah, the one is so dead.
Let's do Atazuke.
Oh, no.
Do some Atazuke bullshit.
That is a little bit bullshit.
It is bullshit.
It's a little
But
bullshit.
uh,
But there's 3 1-sos on the table already that are dead. So, like,
guess who will draw the fourth and final one?
it might be you.
It might be me.
We can only
Everyone else
hope
has had a
not.
go.
Also, player cross is very pin flushy right now, so that's a risky,
Yeah,
the old risky
it
disky.
is risky. But I am East. I am East. I'm Footy 10 with the longest explanation of Footy 10 the world ever
Temporary
needed.
Footy 10.
Two and temporary Footy 10, temporary. I'm not concerned.
But now you're golden, because the only winning tile that can never come out is the one you can take. Oh, reach.
Yes.
Oh, that's not so
Someone
good.
can reach and I can get that. That's not so great at all. You can tanky and swap to a knobby town when you draw the right tile.
All right, you don't have to worry about north. That's fine. Yeah, that passes. All right, all right, all right. Don't worry about that.
4 more draws? 4 more draws?
Threes.
Okay, yeah, 4 more draws.
That's 3 threes. We can see all 4 threes now. We have a cabe on the 3-so.
Oh, bollocks.
Good.
One more draw for me.
You made it. That was really dangerous.
I made it.
It's a little crazy.
Hey! I think
Oh,
I went
wow.
ahead of you,
It's sumo. That's just rude.
that's pretty rude. But I'm dealer. I'm dealer, so you can get away with being a bit rude, can't you? Right? Is that how it works?
Yeah. Being the dealer is the rudest position of them all. Oh, this does not look exciting.
Really?
Look at too many
There's
8
a
nines.
Sanshoku. Yeah. That's what I was going for. I was just only going for the Sanshoku. Like, nah.
Too many 8 nines in this hand.
I do wonder. I would like to see what other people have in their heads when I start like calling. Is the first thing you will think, "Oh God, she's going for a Sanshoku again"? Is that you all just roll your head, your eyes back into your head? You know.
I'm just like, oh
Yeah,
my god,
okay.
more
That's why.
of her Sanshoku bullshit. God.
I like it when other people get Sanshoku and their immediate reaction is like, "You'll like this, Gemma." Even though I paid in, I'm like, okay, I guess I do.
Oh, you're Ishan 10 though, so maybe. Oh god, reach already. Cripes.
Yeah, open Sanshoku a bit. So. Yeah, I know that's a bit. I'm just gonna throw the 9 though. Piss about with this bit.
Yeah, you don't want to hit an E-Pots. Jeez.
You start looking at your hand to spot the Sanshoku. Yeah, this is not comfortable with this hand at all.
9-so maybe?
Yeah. I mean,
Something that 8-so might have been thrown because there's nothing. It was thrown as drawn, so there's nothing near it at all. Hopefully, maybe, but it's a fast reach. It's really hard to tell. Okay. Close weight on the 6-pin. Fast draw. Nice.
yeah. I mean, it's not even as if you can really play safe on those kinds of hands.
Yeah, yeah. Good for you. Nice hand.
Yeah, Arcadet is kind of coming up behind me. I would rather that wasn't happening though.
Well,
Oh,
you
Dave,
just need to...
I see what you see.
Do you now? Do you see what I see?
I do see what you see.
All right, let's do it. It'll be fun. Come on. It'll be fun.
Byron, I was doing that before I call.
It's Dave time.
Do my eyes like light up? It's Dave time.
It's Dave time. Let's play this hand the Dave way. The stupidest way.
You wouldn't have thrown the West, would you? I should have thrown the 7-pin if I'm doing Dave.
There's already 2 dead Wests, though, so that's not crazy. The third West, because you're never going to get 3 of them. So, like being like, oh, I can't get a West pair. I might still have thrown one of the 7s
Can I keep that 4? Can I keep that 4, man?
No. Oh, you did.
Sorry.
Now you're gonna be. Now the hand's gonna disappoint you, though. Although a chun did come out, it's not entirely unfounded. But the chuns, man, my chuns, they're gonna come back to you. 789 Sanshoku's become a thing. Oh yeah. Oh
yes,
yeah.
It has.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
I can call this now because I've got my pair locked in,
Sanshoku.
789. Yeah. Right.
It's pretty sick.
The only thing that's going to be really painful is that North Dora, because I am North.
It's Dave and this is a Dave and Gemma team up. It's a collab hand. Dave X Gemma.
Yeah, it's
Junchan
it's a
Sanshoku.
collab hand.
Collab hand, yeah. Well, if you get another North, then you're really golden.
Oh, that's painful.
I don't love that.
I think I'm gonna have to get rid of this east as well. I'm a little bit concerned about it. I'm gonna get rid of it now.
Yeah. I'm
I
gonna.
can.
Ooh.
Keep the green dragon now as a safe tile.
It might have been worth punning the 9, so a 9-man rather, but because then you
Oh,
could
I
just
should
say
have
the
thrown the
north
north
will be
there.
your pair.
I should have thrown the north as soon as he threw it. That was an error.
That's good. The 7's safe. We're gonna follow with it. We're gonna follow with it. We going? We drive. Well, we driving. We driving. We
Yeah, we're
driving.
driving. Yeah. Oh well.
Oh. Well, you broke
You
the
got all
epots. You
excited
broke
then.
the epots.
I did break the epots. That was the plan.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
Uh,
epotsbreaker.com.
the plan.
The plan. The
um,
lap van sounds like cheating.
I am now.
Oh, hello. I wonder what's going on in this hand.
Okay, so this is obviously a flush hand. I'll agree with you on this one. Often I disagree with you, but this is definitely a flush hand. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yes. Nice shapes. Nothing. No good shapes in the other suits. Yes.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
be. It could be a Yakuma.
This has a lot going.
Um,
I would maybe pong it. Oh
Really? I don't feel
no.
like it. I don't feel like it progresses me too much.
I might.
That one maybe more.
Do it.
No.
Toy
no,
flush.
because I'm gonna get some better toy flush.
I
What if Sue
don't.
Ankle? I got Sue Ankle this week, and I think I have this theory that Yakuman come in threes. So I've got two more owed to me.
Oh, 2 more Yakima. That's pretty good.
Yeah, two more
That's
Yakuman.
Dora.
I think I'm gonna get a Kokshi and another Sue Ankle because that's how it works.
All right. All right.
So now I'm gonna become aggressive in Corley because I've got this Dora. So I'm gonna have to do something.
All right. I feel like you missed that opportunity with that 9-pin, and that was a real good.
No, the
opportunity.
8-pin was the missed opportunity. The 8-pin was the missed opportunity.
They both missed opportunities because you could have done them both.
As this West is a bugger, though.
This is stressful. Yeah, it's one Dora just lurking.
Yeah. I got 2 weeks ago. No, that doesn't count the fact. No, not in Sichuan. Bloody. No. Sorry. I'm afraid they don't count.
Arbiter of what hands count and which don't. All right. Okay.
Because now I'm Ishanten,
Yep.
and I played it safe. And I can probably get rid of these green dragons safely if I have to. Yeah, I can get away with that one, you know.
You know what would have had you Tempai, though?
I know, if I'd have caught it before, but then
If
I
you
would have
ponged
drawn
the
the same
9-pin.
tile, so that's not... No,
It
9
would have
pin,
been
8 pin. The 8 pin was the one I should have drawn. I
Right
don't
Tempai
agree.
at this very moment. Oh, no! Well, 6-9 man wait. Nice hand. Reach door. The other 2 Hatsus were trapped in there. You couldn't have done anything about it. Ugh, frustrating. Frustrating.
Well, I was thinking of throwing them out anyway. If someone didn't clear the west, then I'd have thrown the green dragons rather than throw the west.
So, I have a... Oh my god, do you smell what I smell?
Cheetoy?
All green?
Do
Do you see what you have there? Do you see what you have sitting there?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles that don't fit into that.
It's fine. Just call them all. Just all green to victory. And your first draw... Do it!
Okay, I'll let you backseat play. If that's what you want. That's what you want. I don't have any green dragons.
Do
we have to have green dragons?
Calm down. You'll get them.
I know, but for the rule set, you might have to have green dragons. And if I don't get them, then we're screwed.
That's fine. That's fine. Because we'll get Toy Tanya out if we don't get all greens. But we're getting our fucking greens, all right?
We're gonna get the moral green hand.
We're gonna get the moral greens. It's oh wow. We still got Toy if it doesn't work out.
Can I have a Toy instead?
We can. I don't know.
This is not how to play this hand normally.
It is exactly how to play. Yes. Yes. Always
Oh,
listen to Dave.
Oh no! This is no way to play a game of Mahjong.
Always
What am I gonna do
listen.
now? Like, how
I
do I
don't
even
know.
call this now?
I don't know what to do
Oh,
now. Yes! Yes!
you're enjoying this way more than I'm enjoying this.
What I'm enjoying you getting one of the rarest Yakuman you possibly can. Oh yeah.
I've never had it. I've never
Well,
fucking had it.
maybe
No,
this
I've,
maybe
I've,
today
I've
will be
paid
your
into
day.
it.
Oh,
I've paid into it. I have never had it.
you've paid into it.
I don't even know how to
Oh.
call this.
I
I
don't know
don't
what to
even
do
know how to
either.
call
This
this.
is actually really fucking stressful. You might as well. Oh, I was gonna keep that. It's fine.
I can call the three so right. I could call that.
I think so, because then another four so
I
will
can
get you
call the
there.
two so.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I can call the two so as well.
yeah. I'd be wary about ponging the two so, but cheating it is no problem.
Yeah, yeah, ponging. Yeah, that would be too
It's
risky,
not
I think.
impossible, but it's the numbers get bad then. No.
For this, looks like I'm folding.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Your first Yaku Man was all green EMP. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I really want to
And
see
I've
this
only paid
happen.
into one, and I couldn't even see it at first. Like the guy, like he was just laughing maniacally as he put his hands down. And I'm like, "What have you got? What have you got?" And then it like dawned on me, and like, "Oh no!" And it was like, I kid you not, it was like the fourth tile in. I was like, "Oh,
Oh no, reach on the hots. Fuck. That's two hots is out.
yeah,
This might be the end of it. This might be the end
this
of it.
might be the end of the dream." Uh,
Oh no.
it was fun
Oh.
whilst it lasted.
The last
We
eight
had a
so was
good
the
time.
Ura.
No, oh yeah. But we had the eights already locked in. I
Yeah, I
needed
know.
to
That's
get the
the last
two.
one. You needed the
I
two.
need to
But
get the two, and I need another green if I really wanted to
do
live
we
that dream
trust Dave a
longer.
little more now, though? A little bit.
You didn't bring the points though, did you? And now we're on South 4, and now I've got to become
I
first.
got you your dealership. You're 2,000 points out of first. That's winning anything,
Trust Dave.
basically.
Yeah,
Trust Dave to
I
throw it in.
definitely could have had a toy. I could have had a toy.
You probably could have had a
I
toy
could have
toy.
had
That's true. You
something.
probably could have had Tanya toy out of that. I won't lie to you
Yeah,
about it.
exactly.
You probably could have had Tanya toy out of that. But think of the fun we had. Maybe the real fun were the tiles we called along the way. Like,
I'll give you that it was more fun to have the hope as I drew all green tiles than if I'd have been going.
think of how
for
sad you would have been if you
Tanya
ditched it
toy.
and kept drawing those good tiles.
Yeah.
You would have just been like, "Oh, this is
Yeah,
stupid."
and I would, yeah, I would never heard the end of it either. You would
No.
never have let
Oh
me.
no, not ever. Not even
forget.
once. Not even once. Definitely not.
But we had fun.
Yeah, we had fun.
We did have fun. Yeah, okay. I like winning.
Power
The
friendship.
power of friendship and greens.
Everyone likes greens. CI grip. Are these all Twitch emotes that I don't know? That's probably what they all are. I'm so out of touch with the youth of today. I don't know any of the cool Twitch emotes that everyone's using.
I tried to watch Amaranth the other day, but just didn't do it for me. I used to love watching Amaranth, but now
You
no.
did, isn't she all hot? Isn't she all what's it called? Hot tub streams now?
She's way more popular now. Like I don't know how she's doing it. Like 12,000 people watching.
It's because of the hot tub stream. She's just sitting in a hot tub and people like watching her
Really?
sitting in a hot tub.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the hot tub stream. I quite liked her dancing. Like that was quite.
That's all right. Whatever you're into.
I don't know. I seem innocent enough.
4, 5, 6.
She's doing hot stream. But I think lots of the they're not cam girls. That's really rude. I shouldn't say that. I think a lot of the Twitch girls and the OnlyFans girls are doing hot tub streams now, right?
Oh, sure. It's popular.
Yeah. I'm not going. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to do a Mahjong hot tub stream for you unless I'm getting paid good fucking money. I will not be doing it for you. Mm-hmm.
Well, you get.
Of course,
paid.
I've got
You
a price.
subscribers. Yeah, you get subscribers. That's what happens.
Yeah, subscribers are not enough for me. I need cold hard cash. Like.
I don't know, man. I still think Twitch is mishandling this entire thing, and it's really. I don't know how to say. It doesn't annoy me that much, but I see people have a tough time voicing their objections, and I think the conversation's very muddled around it. Like,
You're walking that fine line between, these women should be allowed to make money in whatever way they see fit. If people are going to pay for it, then that's why not. I just don't know if Twitch is the right place for it a lot of the time.
well,
It's supposed to be
Twitch don't
about
care.
gaming.
No, it's not.
I know, and
It's not. I mean, the real problem. I mean, I think the thing that people aren't saying, is that it is okay. One, I really don't care what these women do. I don't care. You want to do a hot tub stream, you do a hot stream. I don't think there's anything fundamentally wrong with doing a hot tub stream, and that's not the issue. The issue is, I think, that people don't want to say, but is true, is people are embarrassed by pornography. I would not sit on the train reading a hardcore pornographic magazine with it open in front of me, because that's, in my mind, that's not okay. It's not the image I want to present myself to the world. It's not what I want to be showing to everyone.
Well, it's not appropriate in a public space anyway.
Right.
It's just not appropriate.
And if I'm someone who's invested a lot of my time and emotional energy in Twitch, and I sit watching my favorite Twitch streamers and hang out with them, and what I do is
2
Twitch.
seconds. I will do want to listen to your point, but I just want to see if this person has made me first. Yes. Thank you, Vinacel.
Oh,
Thank you for being the
wow.
kingmaker.
Oh, wow, they snuck you into first.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
awesome. Okay, I want to hear you finish your point, but I'm going to queue up because you've
I think
probably
there's
got
time for
enough
one more,
time
like, Easter.
for
Oh, we
a
can
game.
play a full game. We'll just do
Yeah.
it. Who cares?
Yeah, let's go.
And
And,
yeah, and
but
that's-
yes, we're reading the porn on the train.
And I think people. Yeah, so I'm reading porn on the train, and I think that's one of the things that people are having a tough time articulating, which is, if I'm a big Twitch fan and I spend my time watching Twitch and hanging out on Twitch with my favorite streamers, whether they're doing gaming or IRL stuff, there's lots of people just doing stuff on Twitch, right? And that's what I like. I don't want to tell people, oh yeah, I was watching Twitch last night, and have them be like, oh, you mean the porn site with the boobs? That makes me look like a jerk. That makes me look like kind of a gross person. Now, we can talk about whether you should be ashamed of that or not. That's separate. Like, that's, I think, a big chunk of the problem. Because a lot of people immediately get attacked when they say they don't like this, but with that attitude like, oh, you don't think women have the right to do this? You think it's gross? That's wrong. I don't think that's what's going on. I think it's a much more subtle thing of like, I don't think porn is gross, but I don't always look at porn or want to watch porn, and I want my hobby space to be not a porn space.
Yes, that's my yes. You put it more succinctly than I would. Yes, that's exactly my like. I really enjoy Twitch. I really like just hopping around channels that I don't know to see what people are up to and like hang out and just watch what they're up to. But I definitely can't do that so easily on Twitch anymore because some of the content's just not about gaming or
or anything
about lifestyle. It's just hot tub, as you say. I'm like, I'm not on. Like, I go to OnlyFans. If I wanted that content, there is a place for that, and it's OnlyFans. And if I went to OnlyFans, I can consume that, and I'd be happy.
You could be incredibly happy.
But yeah, I think someone put up there, that it was Twitch that branded themselves as a place for gaming.
Twitch
they branded themselves as a place for gaming. They told us what we were going to do here, and then and now they're kind of reneging on that agreement.
And I think there's another important thing, which is Twitch, like a lot of online services, is that's nice draw of the 4. Is very based on the algorithm, right? There's all these questions like who's the most popular streamer on Twitch. It's kind of it's part of the drama of being involved in Twitch as a community. Who's popular, who's not, what's trending, what's not, and people competing against each other for views. And I think a lot of people also feel like it is unfair to be like, we have all these people competing for views, but then also porn. And so, like, porn is obviously going to win the view competition. Porn wins every view competition at the end of the day. And so now our drama is being unbalanced by this weird, unfair thing that has nothing to do with it. And again, this isn't about whether it's right or wrong to make the content in an absolute moral way. It's about the fact that, like, okay, yeah, great. We have these streamers competing to be popular for, playing games, talking about games, being entertaining in one way. And then we have this totally different content that will dwarf it. All right. And then people making the one content might feel kind of compelled to move into the other content because for the people making the content, that's money. So now we're being told, like capitalistically, we're being told actually the winning investment is porn. And so again, this is all. There's all a lot of things around it that I think simplifying it into like, oh, people on Twitch hate women is unfair, because I think there are real reasons to be uncomfortable with the type of content being featured.
Yeah, bipolar. I'm just going to tell you, I support porn. Porn is fine, especially if it's well written porn. The better written the porn, the better. But
Oh, I thought it was the worst.
it's
The better written, the worse. That's
That's true. I do find badly written porn entertaining. I
it
won't
can
lie.
be funny.
But it's just I guess I'm that kind of person who I want the separation. You know, I have lots of things that I enjoy doing. It just I guess it comes back to my Mahjong soul problem in that I just don't want what I think is a great mind game to be sexualized unnecessarily. I understand it's always going to happen, but I'd rather that was the sub community of the wider Mahjong community, and not that is the community, and those who are not quite so comfortable with Mahjong Soul become the sub of it. Yeah, it's got to be well written porn. I only want well, and that's my problem. Mahjong Soul is poorly written.
Well, it's true. Also, yeah, children are a very big section of viewers, and I think again, this is where Twitch becomes, in my mind, dangerous or liable, is the fact that they don't acknowledge that this is sexual content. They have this weird, by their policies, they're just like, this is totally non-sexual content. It's totally fine.
As long
Here's
as you
some
don't
rules.
show a nipple, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
As long
like,
as
and
you don't
then
show a
they
nipple,
play
it's
this
fine.
like covering their own eyes, la game of like, this is in no way sexual content. And someone else online actually made a very great argument. They said, "Dear Twitch, if this is entirely non-sexual content, would you be fine with a 12-year-old doing it on stream?" And obviously they would never be.
I'm folding, by the way, guys. Because of the Mahjong, I'm folding because this is scary, dangerous hell.
Like, obviously they would never be fine with underage people doing hot tub streams on Twitch. Oh dear, that's biggins.
Yeah, I'm glad I was not involved in this.
Yeah, nothing to do with that. That's hot half flushed over.
The most I mean, they are underage, and that's I mean, let's say that it was, there's a I know Mahjong Soul is big here, but it's not like Mahjong in Japan has not had a lot of sexualization and a lot of
just every tile is
just
a
have
butt.
out and out porn games, where if you win hands, the girls just increasingly take off in parts of their clothing, but they are all adult females, which is important, and it's sold as a pornography game. That's fine. Like, if people enjoy that, they enjoy that. I hope,
Yeah, like, I don't really care within the limits of like adultness and consent. Like, yeah, have your porn. It's fine. Like, the argument I don't think at all is like porn is evil and it should never exist and no one should look at people through a sexual eye. Like, I definitely don't think anyone's saying that or should be saying that. But like, this whole thing on Twitch is just it's because they want the money, they want the views, and they don't want to deal with actually moderating.
Yeah, and as a female, because obviously I think it must be more difficult for the men to get involved in this conversation about women. Because as soon as you say, "Oh, women shouldn't be doing that on Twitch," you're like, "Oh, you're just telling women what to do," blah 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 blah. As a female on Twitch, even like that was one of the reasons I started kind of moving away from Twitch, was that I get so many creepy stuff because as soon as they see a female on the camera, they're like, "Oh, I can be creepy," because of the environment that has been created by Twitch.
Well, it hurts everyone.
That all of the women are there. Yeah.
Yeah, like women who don't want to be producing pornography get treated like they are, and they also get that nagging suspicion. You're only popular because you're a girl. Like, not that exactly. Having that opinion does speak to a personal failing on the part of the person saying it, but it is not helped by an environment in which there are lots of people watching streams just because they find the person on the stream attractive, and with streams featuring like quasi-pornographic content. Like, that doesn't help to stamp that out. Because the right counter to that should be, I'm here on Twitch. If I wanted to be making porn, I'd be on OnlyFans.
Yeah, right, and I'd make good money. Sorry, Kokshi. I don't think this was a good Kokshi hand. I didn't have enough of it, and I tend to prefer for Kokshi for starting hands. I like to have the terminals more than the honors. I think the honors, it's easier to see whether your hand is actually going to come together for Kokshi, because people throw the terminals out, the honors out earlier, whereas the terminals tend to stay in people's hands because they are more useful.
I like to have the honors.
You got a Rinchan Kaiho of a Daiming can. That is the way to live.
Like I do in porn OnlyFans all the way. I actually usually think that for a Kokshi, I want to have the honors first, because the honors are more likely to be dead early and just it's not happening. Well, if I have the honors, I can keep the hope alive. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but then, you just want the hope.
I want the hope.
You can't bank hope, man. I can't bank it. Like, I want to know whether my Kokshi is going that way or not, and if it's not, then I want to segue into another hand, or I want to just fold.
You can bank
make good money. Man, I could make good money. I've studied Amaranth, And oh my god, that Caroline, what was her name? Caroline Calloway that Dave introduced me to a long time ago.
What?
She's one of those. She was that influencer that ordered an entire van of mason jars because she's basically like kind of. She was. It was just after Fire
Oh,
Festival, and then she had arranged some sort of like influencer kind of. I don't know what it was supposed to
some
be.
kind of
Like,
shindig.
yeah, but she's just so totally out of her depth, and I always have this morbid curiosity about watching people totally out of their depth. Just because I always fear that I might be that person. So it's kind of like, oh, is that me? Anyway, but yeah, she went into OnlyFans, and she was like in the 0.5% of creators in like weeks. It's just crazy, and it's crazy what these people are making from it.
Yeah, I mean, people pay
Yeah,
for it.
Fire Festival. I rewatched the Fire Festival documentary the other day as WRC, as we were like looking at having to postpone, and I was starting to feel really stressed and upset about WRC. I thought that I would traumatize myself by watching Fire Festival. At least I'd never make Mahjong players go to an island in the Caribbean and abandon them there. There's many dumbass mistakes I would make, but at least I would not do
Yeah,
that.
that was real bad. That was real
Uh,
bad. Oh, Reach, that's dangerous. The 8 men might be fine.
yeah. Sorry, I know. Sorry, Peznator asked a really good question, but I am going to have to throw the 6 to say stay. Peznator, isn't 11 the mathematical number to begin with, 10 if you want to be lucky? Yes, I would say that was a good kind of rule of thumb. But you can always break that rule of thumb if, for example, it's the last hand and you just need a Yaku
Wasn't I
man.
told? I was told
Or
8. I was told 8 at a seminar back in 2010.
you can do 8. I think if you.
Just
I think,
saying.
I think
Someone told
10
me
is
8.
good. I've done it from 8. Recommend it.
Ooh, this is good. I could.
And so, but there's another thing about you could go from 8 if you're also prepared to fold it, because Koshi is always a great hand to fold.
It's great. It's a great hand to fold.
If you want to go big or just fold, then it's the best.
So I got these coupons. I'm going to be an influencer for a minute, and I'm going to go totally off script, not complaining about Twitch or the world. This is
Oh, we have a script. Shit.
yeah, where's the script? We're controlled by what's his face, right?
Bezos. Where's my
Is it
paycheck?
no, not Bezos. I
Where
think
is it?
it's the Microsoft microchips, and who are they mad at? There was some other guy that they
I
thought.
haven't got my jab yet, so
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
gotta get your
controlled by.
check. Because
Uh,
then you'll be fully Soros. There we go. Our Soros script, our left-wing Soros
sorry,
script that we're
all
fed
right,
every week.
right, I like
So
it. Thank you. Yes.
the other week I got a bunch of overnight oats. I got these Mush brand overnight oats that I'd had before, and they're pretty tasty actually. A little pricey, but pretty tasty. And one of them apparently was bad. It wasn't sealed properly, and I wrote them.
5.
Oh no!
That was an error.
But it's just
That was a
Haku,
bit
right?
dim. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dim,
it's not so
though. I
bad. Little
didn't.
error. Little
Why
error.
I didn't. I had no more drawers left. Why didn't I just go hard safe? That was a
Yeah.
bit of the dim side.
Yeah, not so
Oh
bad.
well. I didn't get punished this time, but that's
So one of them
try
was
to not
bad,
be
and
dumb.
I wrote them because I was like, I want to tell you that this was bad. I was really ginger the way I wrote because I hate people who complain a lot about dumb stuff. You know,
Ginger. I don't know. I didn't know you could
like
write
being
gingerly.
to be gingerly. Yeah,
You can only move gingerly. How do you write
Klaus
gingerly?
Schwab,
Were you
that's interesting.
typing gingerly?
I don't know. I was just being delicate
Okay.
because I didn't want to sound like some angry person who's like, I can't believe that a totally normal thing happened to me 1% of the time. It's crazy, and you're the I didn't want to be that person. Like, okay, one of the things I
Okay.
bought a bunch of them. One had gone bad in shipment, and I was like, I can either, I don't mind, but maybe I should tell them in case it's like a batch, like they might want to track down the batch or something like that. So I will report this to them, but I'm not like mad. So I wrote very carefully,
You
just
should
being like, hey, I noticed this happened. Maybe it was a sealant, maybe it was a glue. I'm not sure, but it seems like it wasn't good. And they were super apologetic. They sent me a whole bunch of coupons, so now I'm getting a whole bunch of free ones. Even though it was
That's
nice.
good. That's good customer service.
Yeah, I thought it was really nice. They sent me 3 coupons for free ones and 2 coupons for $1 off 2 of them. So now I can buy a whole bunch of them and get free ones. So you should all buy Mush overnight oats because they were nice to me. There, I'm a hashtag influencer. I will bring them tens of dollars in revenue from my broadcast. If you are curious and you've seen
It's
them,
funny though. Like you can really be very small to be an influencer. I have
That's true. A
couple of
micro-influencer.
influencer friends, and they don't have huge follow accounts. Like maybe a couple of thousand.
do we have a couple?
But they
of
still
them?
get sent stuff. I probably have on Twitter. I think I have 1,500.
Overnight mush. It's not. It's overnight
And
oats.
someone was saying, like, I could, overnight mush. It does sound like overnight mush.
So it's basically like, I mean, you can make overnight oats yourself. It's basically just like oatmeal type oats, and then you soak them in some sort of thing. It's oftentimes milk or something like that. And then in the morning, you keep them in the fridge. In the morning, they're like warm, and maybe you put some flavoring in them. And this is all done for you. And I think it's plant based. I don't think it's cow milk. I think it's like soy milk that they use in this. And they're a little bit pricier than average. They taste good, and they're nice, and they're pleasant to eat. So if you've seen them and you've been like, should I try it? I would say try it. That's the best recommendation I can give. They taste good, and I like them.
Yeah, personally says it's about trust and engagement, and often the micro-influencers do better. Like the Kardashians, whatever, are just pumping out, paid for sponsorships. We all know that they don't use that product or check it. But
I'm just that's a door. You without even thinking, you just threw it. You just like fuck that door.
Yeah, I want to get rid of it. I don't want to hold it longer. This
is the porn stream we put on. It's Gemma just throwing Dora without thinking. This is our hot tub stream right here. Oh, I can't believe I just threw
maybe that should be my hot tub stream. I should just get like a bag of Mahjong tiles and just say this is the Dora and just throw it into the hot tub.
It's our filthy pornographic stream of Gemma just being like, oh, is that a Dora? Are you ready for some obscene discards? Yes.
What would make me afraid is if people started paying for it.
Oh, they would.
Discards. How am I going to fold this? I can fold this.
Don't fold. It's folding stupid. Who folds? Ooh, 7's dead, so now that 8's probably safe. 7's dead, so the 8's so safe. I dropped my bag of Johns. God. Are those the Unicode tiles? I think they are.
I think so, yeah.
Minima 27.
I've got to fold this, man. I can't be doing this. This is silly. The North's the North's not safe.
You are the weirdo reading porn on the train because you accidentally throw Dora all the time. Oh, I guess this thing doesn't translate the Twitch emotes. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. My restreamer thing, because we streamed to both YouTube and Twitch. I think because someone wanted to watch on YouTube, although no one really watched on YouTube. But I think if I stream to YouTube, it auto archives. I sure hope it does. I mean, what am I going to eat today? I got to figure out what I'm going to eat today. What should I eat today?
I had a quesadilla today.
Ooh.
And I was like, I wonder if this matches up to Dave's impression of a quesadilla.
It was
quite hot.
It was spicy? Or like hot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like no spicy. Like you had jalapenos in. And the problem with jalapenos is you never know if they're going to be like blindingly hot or just really very, very mild. You never know.
I hope everyone's okay. There was a really huge crash in my kitchen.
And
really? I'm worried that people might not be. Oh, I'll find out in a few minutes. I don't hear any screams of terror.
Surely that's more worrisome. Like a scream of terror would be better.
I can hear people still moving around in there.
Okay, that's less concerning, I guess, if people are moving.
This is tough times. This is an unfortunate hand you had to bail on. Had some good options, but I think it was a good hand. But it's over now.
It's over now. Must have been love.
Was a good hand, but it's over now.
I've got one more draw now. Which is not what I wanted in life, really, is it now? Well, look, someone's just made me a safe file.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
It was just one of those things.
Right, so I watched the Rocket Man movie last night.
I'm actually probably going to go to the supermarket. I'm probably going to get some overnight notes in the supermarket when I go to, because I got a new supermarket. It's right here. It's a new supermarket. It's great.
You have to put it on Instagram. You have to be like, after every tough stream I have on Saturday, I go out and I buy my overnight notes.
Who's going to give a crap? Like, does anyone care? Maybe, am I just weird that I don't think anyone should care? Like, I've never watched someone on stream or something do a thing and be like, oh, I should buy that. Like, I've never done this. It just never even occurred to me.
Have I ever done this? I've definitely taken recommendations of friends.
Yeah, a friend.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Rocket Man, I watched it, and it was good. However, I have an objection.
Oh.
That they put... it's not the door. I'm going to throw it now. They put Pinball Wizard in. That's not an Elton John song. That's a Who song. Elton John may have sung it in the movie. It's not an Elton John song. It's definitely a Who song. And yeah, and then I decided today that I was going to have the Elton John playlist on in the background from Amazon. So I'm now going to anti-advertise Amazon Music because this is a really fail. In between the Elton John songs were Eminem songs.
What? Didn't they perform together at some point, though?
No, they didn't perform
They
stand together. I'm pretty sure.
did. Hold on.
Did they?
I think. Let me check. I remember it wasn't like a big deal.
God. Okay, well I'm taking it back then. Amazon, because okay, but really
they performed
like
together at the Grammys. It was a big deal because I think a lot of people in the rap scene are very anti-gay.
I was about to say I think our Eminem has said some pretty homophobic crap in his time, but that might be in the past. You know, people say shit in the past when they're younger and they get over it and learn to apologize.
And so I think yeah, it was like, will this be a controversy? And then it like wasn't, because they were just like, okay.
So no, I think Pinball Wizard almost definitely predates Elton John, because it's Quadrophenia and then Tommy and I'm gonna call this. And the movie obviously is Elton John's time, but like the stage show and stuff, definitely. I mean, Tommy is. If you ever the movie is less horrifying, but the stage version is. God, there's something wrong with my people, and I don't know what it is. It's really terrifying. I'm glad Matt's brought a lot of people into Mahjong. Who's Matt? I want to know this person because I'm glad he's brought a lot of people into Mahjong as well. Who's Matt? I love him.
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like a lot of times TV and magazine ads are more for awareness than for direct. Like, it's not like you're gonna see the ad and be like, "Oh, this ad has convinced me to do this." But then when you think of the thing, the ad will be in your brain as like the thing it was.
Who watches TV ads now?
Yeah, who even watches TV
I
ads?
think I've seen an advert for a long time. Yeah, Mini Matt. How have I missed this?
Yeah, who's Mini Matt?
Come on, guys.
I would like to know, but I don't right now.
Influencing us.
Yeah, we need to keep influencing the influencer circle going. We need to influence. Maybe it is. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it ends up just being like it puts it in their head. But like, why even why?
I'm gonna go for the 472 weight.
I think that's a better weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the real thing is like, why would I even be looking? The most popular. I have literally never heard of this person. That's crazy.
Okay, all of you people, you have failed me, and I am very disappointed.
She's very disappointed.
I'm disappointed. Okay.
It's me, Kyra.
Oh no! Is he a Mahjong Soul stream? Mini Matt with 3 T's. Let me have a look. Mini Matt. Yeah, I made up.
Oh, he's a Mahjong Soul streamer. Okay.
I'm gonna.
That's
probably why I haven't, because why can't I like him? Sorry. Why won't it let me follow him? Oh, he's okay. He's streaming. Okay. I can't like him. I want to like him. Green Dragon is my spirit title. Okay, it's Tile. Spirit Tile.
There you go. Yeah, you're 7 on. And you made East.
I will try and catch him. I will swallow my pride about Mahjong Soul and watch it.
All right, you got yourself into second place.
Soul. Which character does he use, though? That might change my mind about whether I can watch it. Please wait.
That's a good question.
Warmly. She's got fake English.
His hand. Your hand is ready.
Sorry.
Probably like that.
Now we can all hear the stream.
Well, I can't turn it off because I'm an old person. Oh, go away! Okay, there you
go. We have to explore the world of Twitch Mahjong influencers. We have to.
Yeah. Maybe stop watching Amaranth.
maybe I'm gonna gently approve of that idea. Like, maybe watching Amaranth is not
She used to be a lot more
Sparking
ballsy
joy.
towards like the people who watched her. She'd like call them out and call them stupid and stuff like that. I kind
Well,
of
yeah,
enjoyed
but
that.
again, now it's just Alterna
She
OnlyFans.
doesn't do that
You
now.
make money by
Yeah.
encouraging them to pursue a parasocial relationship with you. That's it. And there's only so long you can. There's only so long you can do that before you like yourself just get emotionally exhausted. Like, how dead inside do you have to be, honestly, to like after dealing with thousands of people all trying to pretend they're your boyfriend for how long, and you have to sit there and smile and tee hee about it for how long? Like, I don't know how any human being can like not just totally go numb to everything after that for some amount of time.
Now you know the experience of being a woman. Well done, Dave. It is just constant numbness. I once, like, really, it's the constant drive-bys that really baffle me. Like, once I went to I think maybe I told the story before, but I went to like kind of brick and back. I don't know what you call it, a flea market, something like that. A flea market, and I picked something up, and I wanted to buy it, and then the man. I'll fold this. The man, he looks at me and he says, oh, whatever, that's 50 pence. And he's like, oh, 10, 20 years ago, you'd have been in the kitchen making sandwiches. And I was just like, I was so kind of like surprised by this. I was like, do you want my money? Like, if I was making the sandwiches, you wouldn't be taking my hard-earned cash. I didn't say anything.
Maybe just really hungry.
So, it's just... I don't get anything. But it was just such a side blow. You're just kind of like, wait, what?
I'm trying to figure out the train of thought here.
Is that you walk, yeah, I know exactly. There's no, but then you walk away from it, and then you have to have all of these imaginary conversations you should have had with this idiot to like take back some kind of control of the situation. But you never do it in the moment, right? Because you're just like,
which gets you take back control. There you go.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that didn't work out well for us.
That's pretty sick.
That is weird, right? But that's the kind of thing you get all the time. Like really baffling kind of like my mum, she's like 64 or something, and people keep calling her love, and I'm like, what? Like,
the only way I can imagine thinking that sentence comes, at least for me, maybe this is me, is like I'm sitting there in my shop, I'm bored as shit, I'm daydreaming, I'm like, this sucks, I'm here working, I'm really hungry, I really want to eat something. Some lady comes in and she's like, here's something I'd like to buy, please. And I'm like, that'll be some quid because I'm British now. And then I'm sitting there and she's like getting her money. I'm like, oh god, she's buying this thing. With this money, I could get some food. I really like a sandwich, but no one here will make me a sandwich. And as I'm like daydreaming about the sandwich, she starts reaching out to hand me the money, and I'm just thinking out loud. I'm like, like, at a different time, you would make a sandwich.
She'd have made sandwiches.
Maybe you could have made me a sandwich. And that's how it all comes. I'm just like, just my inner monologue comes out, and I'm just like, maybe in the past you would have been the one to make me a sandwich because I really want a sandwich.
Your best mate's mum can definitely call you love. Definitely.
Well, she wants you to. That's different too, right?
Yeah, and what I do find strange is because my mum works as a librarian, and customers come in, and they say, there's always kind of patronizing. I can't give you an example sentence, but it's always something a bit like, oh, look at you can only manage books, because you're a woman, too stupid to use a computer. Wait, and there's always like love like that, and you're like, it's like the fucking 50s here sometimes. But it's and
these things.
Modern men don't, but men
from
back in the day.
I don't want to complain this magically doesn't happen anymore. Like,
oh no, I definitely think it's much better now. My mum would testify that. Yeah, I mean, we like when my mum first got married. You got to think like she wasn't allowed a bank account as a woman on her own. She always had to have like her father sign for her, or her husband, my dad, when they got married. You weren't allowed to go into a Wimpy, it's a burger place. You weren't allowed to go to Wimpy on your own as a woman after a certain time because you must be a prostitute. It's the only solution. You can't want a burger. Yeah, so I think sometimes we lose sight of actually it's not that far in the distant past that things were absolutely fucking shocking. Yeah. Love. Yeah, I know. There's sometimes I don't find love particularly offensive, but like certain times I'm like, really? Love? Really? That's where I'm going? Okay. Yeah, they call people duck. in Sheffield a lot because I went to University of Sheffield, and here we tend to say my lover, right? It's always my lover, which doesn't mean love at all. It's just a noise we make at each other. But when I went up to Sheffield, people were like, "You're right, Duck." Why the fuck are they calling me Duck? I had no fucking comprehension
Duck.
of what was going on. Yeah.
That's weird.
I do say my lover. I say my lover is a that's not offensive at all. That's fucking culture. That is. Hey up, my dog. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's all right, but it's difficult to say. Like you guys, I wouldn't be able to say you should never call someone love because of course there's always a context. But and that's the problem, right? These kind of drive-by sexist nonsense is really difficult because when you put it out, it doesn't sound like it, but you know it's there. You know it's there. Luckily, Twitch strips away all that nuance and just makes it blatant for us.
Oh, that's good. It's so much easier. I said pard.
Hard.
Pard? Is that like partner?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a Western basically Cornish meaning mate.
Yeah, like
All right,
mate.
all right.
Yeah, like yeah. I definitely go for my lover more.
I hear Brits mate for life.
Ansem. I say ansem. Am I ansem?
Really?
Yeah. Not to you, because I know it would sound weird.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
You right, my handsome?
Oh, what are all these tiles? What's going on?
Yeah.
There's so many tiles and none of
Well,
them.
we had some. Yeah, we haven't had any fun hands this game yet.
No, this game's been very. Oh dear, what's gonna happen?
It's been quite. I think it's 9 so far. I mean, kind of cheatoy, but it's not going to come fast enough.
No.
Gemma doesn't think Dave is handsome.
No.
No, Anson doesn't look handsome.
Mm-mm.
Anson doesn't. Dave is very handsome. He's a very handsome man. He
False.
should get his own OnlyFans. You should get an
False.
OnlyFans.
I can get an
all the men
OnlyFans
will-
singular where one
All of the
person
men
will
will,
subscribe to me.
will move. We'll move from the ladies to the men.
I really don't think that's the content the world needs. I gotta be honest.
You could try.
No.
You could try. There's got to
No.
be some guys on OnlyFans.
I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are plenty of guys on OnlyFans, but like I don't think that's the audience that wants to see me. Dave throwing Dora, that'll do. Yeah, I'll do the Dave throwing Dora stream. Oh no! Only second place.
It was East only.
It was East only.
The second place is good. 2 first and a second.
2 first and
I
second.
can't complain.
It's pretty good.
Can't
That's pretty
complain.
good. All right. Well, it's time for me to go to my only lunch, which I am super hyped for.
Nikocado
because I'm super
avocado.
hungry. Nikocado. Who's Nikocado avocado?
Well, I think we know nothing about the kids, Dave.
I don't know anything about the kids today.
No. It's been a long time since I understood the kids. But I am going to look up Mini Matt if he's really good because he looks nice. I'm sure he's lovely. Does massive mukbang streams.
Oh, okay. All right.
Does that? I don't know. I don't like eating streams. I find it.
It's kind of
I
uncomfortable.
find it quite uncomfortable. That might be us having eating disorders there rather than them.
That's possible. I don't know.
No, for breaking down and crying on a stream, so that's even worse.
Wait, what? Why would you do that?
I should break down. That's awful. I feel so bad.
Yeah, that sounds a little sad. No, Akachan does replay analysis, sure, but like, why would you break down on the stream? That sounds terrible.
Okay. I won't break down on stream when I throw
Please
Dora.
don't.
Dave mocks me.
Please don't. Please don't
do
break
that.
down on stream. I don't want anyone to cry. It's what gets you. I mean, maybe it is what gets views, but that's still uncomfortable at best. Like,
Most definitely would get views.
I don't want people crying on stream. That's no good. I'm not gonna cry on stream. For the record, I'm not crying. If you want me to cry on stream, it's not happening. Unless you tell me that, you know, BoulderFoods.com has gone out of business. then I'd cry on stream. That would do it.
All right, Dave. We're done now.
All right.
You're done with your influencing.
Yeah, I've done influencing. Thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you, guys. I'll try
Um,
harder for an all green next time.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll get our Yakuman. We'll get our on-stream Yakuman. But for now, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all next week. But bye for now.
Bye. Bye. Bye.